Good afternoon, my fellow Canadians. My name is Wade. It's February 17th, and it's Family Day or Louis Riel Day, depending on where you are. I'm sending this video out to my fellow Canadians to address a very important point. As you know, recently, unless you've been living under a rock, the Canadian way of life is being threatened by the U.S. We are being threatened with economic harm and takeover. And whether you think the 51st state thing is a joke or not, it isn't, it's real. And the US would love to take us over. Unless you're of a very radical viewpoint, I don't think you would really like that, and it would change our way of life forever. And for myself, I've felt rather helpless in a lot of ways that I can't do much about it. I have started shopping Canadian, but that's only one thing I think we can do. I've recently written my premier and told him in no uncertain terms that I expect interprovincial trade to become a reality right now. I don't mean later. I don't want a commission. I don't want to study. I want interprovincial trade right now. And let me tell you why. We are leaving $80 billion worth of Canadian goods, and we're letting them go to the States when we could trade them with each other. And yet for decades we have allowed our leaders to split us up into 13 little governments and say, oh no, we shouldn't sell to them, we'll sell to the US. Well, guess what? We're out of time for this now. The US is going to tariff our goods and they're not going to buy them. We should be selling them to each other, fellow Canadians. I don't care where you're from or what your political stripe is, and any of you that leave comments as to why this is all happening are missing the point. The point is, Canada is a car stuck on the tracks right now, okay, and we're all pointing fingers as why this car is stalled on this track, okay? We're pointing at other leaders and all that. That isn't going to help us. The train is barreling down the track and it's coming directly for us, and it is going to run us over while we point fingers. We don't have time for that. So I urge all fellow Canadians, and I don't care what political group you're from, what province, what territory, because we are all Canadians, we should gather together and tell our leaders that we want interprovincial trade right now, and we will not accept commissions or studies or thoughts about it or political viewpoints on it. We want it done. That's our money, Canadian money that we were sending to the US. Well, tell you what, folks, I would rather support my fellows in Quebec and BC and New Brunswick and every other province than I will support US. So if you want to send your goods to Manitoba, you send them here, we'll buy them. And I think all Canadians that really are Canadians should feel the same way. Tell your leaders, we elect them, and if they don't get this done, we will elect leaders that will. Because that's Canada. We don't bow down to billionaires. We tell the government what to do. So I would suggest you tell your government what to do. And I mean your provincial government. We don't have to wait for a federal law or a federal study or whatever. We can get this done amongst fellow Canadians right now and take $80 billion and put it back in our pockets where it belongs in Canada. All Canadians. Thank you.